Pirates of the Crimson Tide. In the golden age of piracy, when the sea was a vast, untamed frontier, there existed a legend whispered in taverns and feared on the high seas. The legend of the Crimson Tide, a pirate ship shrouded in mystery and captained by the enigmatic Captain Redbeard, known for his cunning and ruthlessness. Our tale begins in the bustling port of Nassau, a haven for pirates and adventurers. Among them was a young sailor named Jack Hawkins, a bold and restless spirit drawn to the sea's call and tales of treasure and glory. Jack longed for an adventure beyond the mundane life of the port, and his chance came in an unexpected manner. One evening, while wandering the docks, Jack overheard a conversation about a hidden treasure, one of unimaginable value, lost in the uncharted waters of the Caribbean. The treasure was said to be the life's pursuit of Captain Redbeard and his crew aboard the Crimson Tide. Seized by a sudden impulse, Jack decided to seek out the Crimson Tide and join their quest. His search led him to a shadowy tavern where he found the crew of the legendary ship. After proving his worth in a brawl, Jack was offered a place among them, and thus began his journey into the world of piracy. The Crimson Tide was a formidable vessel, her sails bright red and weathered from the seas. Captain Redbeard, a towering figure with a fiery beard, welcomed Jack aboard with a stern warning of the dangers they would face. As the ship set sail, Jack quickly learned the ways of piracy. He became adept at sword fighting, navigation, and the art of stealth. He listened to the tales of his fellow pirates, stories of battles, betrayals, and hidden treasures, each more fantastical than the last. The quest for the lost treasure was fraught with peril. The map to the treasure was a cryptic puzzle, leading them through treacherous waters inhabited by sea monsters and haunted by ghost ships. They battled rival pirates and evaded the relentless pursuit of the Royal Navy. The journey led them to the Isle of Shadows, an island unmarked on any map and said to be cursed. It was here that the treasure was rumored to be hidden. The island was a place of eerie silence, its dense jungles hiding unknown dangers. As they ventured deeper into the island, they faced trials that tested their courage and wit. They encountered ancient traps and puzzles that required not only brawn, but intelligence to solve. Jack's quick thinking and bravery earned him Redbeard's respect, and he quickly became an integral part of the crew. It was on this island that they faced their greatest challenge. The treasure was guarded by the ghost of a Spanish conquistador, doomed to eternally protect his ill-gotten wealth. The battle with the ghost was fierce, with the pirate crew fighting not just for the treasure, but for their very souls. Under the ghostly light of the moon, the spectral conquistador, clad in ancient armor, confronted the crew of the Crimson Tide. His ghostly soldiers, arisen from the depths of the island, joined the fray, their ethereal blades clashing against the pirate's steel. Jack, alongside Captain Redbeard and the crew, fought bravely. The battle was fierce, with each pirate proving their worth against the supernatural foes. Amidst the chaos, Jack noticed the conquistador's fixation on a locket he wore around his neck. Realizing its significance, Jack devised a risky plan. With a daring maneuver, Jack managed to snatch the locket from the conquistador. The ghostly figure, now vulnerable, was swiftly defeated by Redbeard, his spectral form dissipating into the night air, releasing the curse that bound him and his soldiers. With the ghost vanquished, the path to the treasure was clear. The crew discovered a hidden cave beneath the island, laden with gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts, the wealth of empires. The treasure was more magnificent than any of them had ever imagined. As they began to haul the treasure back to the Crimson Tide, Jack realized the true value of his journey wasn't the gold or jewels, but the bonds he'd formed with the crew and the adventures they'd shared. He understood now that the life of a pirate was not just about wealth, but about freedom and the thrill of the unknown. Their victory, however, was short-lived. As they prepared to set sail with their newfound wealth, they were ambushed by a British warship, led by Admiral Hargrove, a relentless pursuer of pirates. A fierce naval battle ensued, with cannon fire lighting up the sky. The Crimson Tide, though outnumbered, fought valiantly. Jack, now a seasoned pirate, played a crucial role in outmaneuvering the Royal Navy. In the heat of battle, the Crimson Tide managed to navigate through a treacherous reef, a maneuver that the larger royal warship could not replicate, leading to its destruction. With their pursuers defeated, the crew of the Crimson Tide vanished back into the legends from which they came. Their treasure enabled them to retire in anonymity, their tales becoming part of pirate lore. Jack, enriched not just with wealth but with a lifetime of adventure, chose to return to Nassau. He opened a tavern where he would regale patrons with tales of the high seas and the legendary Crimson Tide. In his stories, the spirit of Captain Redbeard and his crew lived on, a symbol of freedom and the enduring call of adventure. Years passed, and while Jack never returned to piracy, the sea always held a special place in his heart. He often looked out over the horizon, remembering the thrill of the open seas, the camaraderie of his fellow pirates, and the legend they had all been a part of. As the campfire burns down to glowing embers and the stars shine brightly above, the story of Jack Hawkins and the Crimson Tide continues to inspire, a reminder of the lure of adventure, the bonds formed in adversity, and the legend that lives on in the heart of every storyteller.